right, so morning routine. Today is August 2nd, and yesterday was payday. It was also the day I'm closing out my budget and I'm starting a new tracking period or a new budget. So I closed down July and I'm going into August. Now I will make sure I did a end of July, last day of July morning routine video that I have yet to post to YouTube. I will make sure to try to get that up before I post this one today. So I might end up be posting 2 videos today. But so August for me, I got my calendar done. Okay, I got my budget done. Yesterday, I went to the bank and I pulled out cash for my cash envelopes. Now, when I say cash envelopes, I mean cash envelopes for my variable spending in my budget, which currently at the moment is only food and miscellaneous. Those are the only 2 categories that I'm doing a cash envelope for. And then the rest is for any savings that I plan to do in cash. Now, a couple of things, and I'll be posting a separate YouTube video going over this. I'm going to be updating my savings goal binder. I'm currently saving for the only ones that I have left for this year are Christmas, Valentine's Day for 2025, and our wedding anniversary. The rest of them I've already hit. So also I allocated in my budget $70 to go to filling up my cash envelope challenge. So I'm really excited. This is the day I'm so excited about because I'm actually starting to see my envelopes get full of cash. And so I'm going to be posting a video about that as well. So that's the cash saving part. So here's what I did today. First thing is, and you can see in my wallet here, and my cash teller slip in there. So here's all the cash that I pulled out for funding my food envelope, my miscellaneous envelope, and then all of my sinking fund savings, as well as the $70 that's in there for my 100 envelope challenge. So the first thing I did today though, and this is like clockwork. This is a routine. This is my payday routine. It never changes. It's always the same from paycheck to paycheck or month to month because I currently get paid on the 1st of every month. If you're just now starting to watch my videos, I highly recommend going back through some of my videos and getting familiar with my budget by paycheck routine. I budget every time I get paid, which is currently on the 1st of every month. I used to get paid on the 5th and the 20th of every month before I started working for myself. So the first thing I did is there are transfers and things, movement of money that needs to happen inside of my checking account. So I pulled out the $180 for grandma. She watches my son before and after school a little bit. My $100 cushion. Now I budget for that checking account cushion like every single month. It's my checking account cushion is there for unexpected expenses that pop up in between my paydays. They're not necessarily emergencies. They're just expenses like, hey mom, I have a birthday party in 2 days I forgot to tell you about. Awesome. I have money set aside for a gift. Hey, I get a phone call from a good friend. Hey, I'm in town. Would you like to go to dinner? Awesome. I have money for that dinner. So you see what I'm saying? Unplanned expenses in between paydays. I have that cushion there if I need to use it, if a bill is higher than expected, or if I need to do any online shopping. Cleaning, I pull out $300 for cleaning every month. Chris funds the other $300. So we do $600 total every month for cleaning, but it is so worth it. They come every Friday. They spend 2 hours cleaning my house top to bottom. It's fantastic. And with me and Chris going both in on that, it's just worth it for us. The freedom of time, being able to have options with your time is very valuable. It frees up time so I can be doing other things that I value more, like spending time with my family and my kids. Baby, $450. So this is actually just going into a joint account for me and Christopher that I don't show just due to privacy reasons for him. His spending is in there also, but it's strictly only for baby expenses. This is account we spend on Dante expenses. All right, so I did those transfers and made that money movement in my checking account. The next thing I did was I made all of these. Now, if you're seeing these sinking funds, so sinking funds, saving a little bit from each paycheck for planned or known expenses you know are coming up. If you know they're going to come up, start preparing early. Give yourself more time to save and prepare so it's not such a huge hit to your budget when the time does come. So all of these in pink, literally separate savings accounts at my credit union, which allow me to have as many savings accounts as I want, no fees, no minimums. So what I did, if we go over to my expense trackers, so I just have to highlight now, but couple of things. These will always look the same in the beginning of the month when I receive my paycheck. Remember, this is my paycheck routine. First things first, money of movement in my checking account. Okay. Next thing, I do my sinking funds. I'm paying myself first. So these are the sinking funds that I'm saving in cash. Remember, I pulled out cash not only to fund my variable spending in my budget, but to also for things I'm saving for in cash. $273, I have to mark that. Okay, so I'm getting my paycheck, money for grandma. Now my cash envelopes. Now this is the money that I just showed you. Me pulling money out to fund my food, miscellaneous out of my variable spending for my budget, and any sinking funds I'm saving for cash. I always put a line through it and say, don't count. What this means to me is it's my reminder saying, hey, Miko, the cash you pulled out from your checking account, yes, it decreased your balance in your checking account, but as far as tracking that cash spending, it goes over here on your cash expense tracker. I have 2 expense trackers. I have a different expense tracker for every area of movement in my life. I don't keep it all on one. For me, personally, this is a personal decision. It makes more sense. It's cleaner. It's more organized, and I process things better looking at it that way. I don't have everything commingled into one expense tracker. I can see it on different ones depending on how I spend my money. We always talk about budgeting and how to save, but we never really talk about how we spend our money. So I do it in a couple of ways: cash, using my debit card, and using credit cards. Now I have a business credit card and I have a personal travel rewards credit card. If I spend on those, I just pay it off immediately. I don't even carry a balance. So I put a line on it. Don't count. Miko, don't count this transaction here because you're counting the spending of that cash over here. And if you were to track it twice when you're closing out your budget, you're going to be double counting those expenses. All right. So other income, $600 from Chris. Dante, there's that $450 to move in that joint account, cleaning for the $300. And then for my sinking funds, you may notice on my budget, there's a ton of them, right? Property taxes, house maintenance, car maintenance, vacation, pest control for the house insurance. I have a separate savings account for James, clothing, things like that. Garden, homestead, and car insurance. I know there's a ton of them, but on my expense tracker, I lump them under all one category, which is just sinking funds. So the next thing I have to do is just get updated on highlighting my spending. Later on, I'll be posting a video of me updating my savings goal binder and my 100 envelope challenge, and that's my financial morning routine.